Why, hello there, and welcome to a very special edition of TechNicki speaking. Why special? Well, because I'm about to pull back the curtain on how to set up my TechNicki speaking set. Yes, and it's a little scary because in no way is this permanent. I just want to show you what exactly I have at the moment, and hopefully this may inspire some of you to get your own set started or give you a couple ideas, or maybe you just want to know how I do what I do. So bringing around my DJI Osmo Pocket, I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. So first things first, welcome to my casa. Mi casa es tu casa. This is exactly where I film. This is literally where I reside 24/7 if I'm not on a gig. So let's go around. These are the impact lights that were generously donated to me after I DP'd on a short, and they're like, we don't need these anymore. Would you like them? It's a little broken, but you know what? I love recycling and I love making things work. So here's first things first, as I started to realize that when I'm doing things, I should just mark what I need. So I usually turn these two on. Here's my camera. We do this very last. I then use this one. And then this light was also donated to me. So I just also have to shout out my amazing friends who just, when they're done with their products or gear, that they are so wonderful in letting me utilize it. Now, as you can see, there's some gels on here. I highly recommend Expendables Recycler. If you are in the valley at any point, they are able to provide gels at a very, very discounted price, a fraction of the cost, because on most film sets, these usually get thrown away. So instead of throwing it away, they recycle it and they sell it back for anywhere between $1 to $5 a gel, which is a lot cheaper than what you would get on Amazon. And sometimes you need a bigger piece, and a lot of the pieces on Amazon are only like exactly this size. So this is all the lights turned on. And then what I want to show you is that the lights are on up here, but I want to kill those lights. So I have this. So this is where the color and the magic happens. Now, obviously, my signature piece, which is the Luminoodle, is I'm missing right now because when I am doing this, in order to conserve battery, I just pull it out a little bit. When I'm ready to use it, I push it in. And as you can see, the Luminoodle from behind the bookshelf is now lit. And in order to see how I install that, I actually made a video on how to light your monitors and bookshelf with the Luminoodle. So make sure you go find that video. The great thing about this is if at any point my mood changes, I can change the background color. But my set has been blue, so I definitely want to keep it on brand. So yeah, this is the current setup. Normally I put the product that I'm about to review on here. I'll clean it up and everything. And then this layer, the first layer, you'll be able to see. So I make sure I tidy that up. And perhaps, you know, if any brand wants to sponsor me or send me products, I'd like to feature them up here as well. This is what I see. So I see the camera, and sometimes I put a little bullet point notes. They're never full scripts because you know, your girl never really utilizes scripts, but this is kind of the lighting on me. Obviously the ISO and the aperture is a little different on the Osmo compared to this camera, but this is kind of how the lighting would be on me. So as you can see, if I turn towards the blue, it gets a little more blue, and the purple is here. And then usually I love being able to utilize this hashtag. I'll show you. But this hashtag catches a very cool part of the light, so I always try to adjust it so it can show a little bit more pink hues in the video. Now I get to the camera part, turn it on. I usually have my settings pretty set, and this is kind of what I see on this area. And then, as you can tell, when I shoot by myself, I want to make sure that I'm absolutely in focus. Sometimes I adjust the tripod because when I'm not shooting, I definitely move things around so I can actually navigate in my own home. But in order to do that, I've been using this monopod and placing it where I think my eye would be, which is usually right about there. And then I'll go back over here. And because my line system is on, I'll just basically focus on that, zoom in, adjust my settings, and then focus on the top of the Manfrotto. Boom. And then when I'm ready, I would just flip it back so I have a frame reference of where I need to be. And I'll put the monopod down. But yeah, so now I'm here and I can see myself. Well, I hope you enjoyed my mini tour of how I set up my set, and hopefully it inspired some of you to get your own set ideas going as well. Thank you so much for following me on my journey. I will be transparent. I just started a 5-month producing gig, so my mind has been wrapped around it, but every Thursday I am trying to get my mind out of that and back onto tech and back to you. So if you have any questions or if you want to connect with me more on a daily basis, please follow me on Instagram at TechNicki Speaking. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Click subscribe and hit that bell button. I hope to bring you new videos every single Thursday. I'll see you in the next video, fam. Bye. Today we're talking first looks and honest opinions between the Ronin S and the Moza Air 2 gimbal, utilizing the Blackmagic Pocket 4K cinema camera and the Lumix GH4 or GH5.